Hello folks, I'm back with the video, and yesterday I was showing you a trade where this fair value gap got disrespected and made a buy side liquidity sweep by going upside, that is here. So there was an SMT where this made a buy side liquidity sweep, and this GBP USD respected the bearish fair value gap and made a sell side liquidity sweep. Here we can see that what is this candle slow, fine 32597 and 32575, 32597 we can see that price. One thing I understood about SMTs is that when one of the correlated assets reaches the drawn liquidity, you must immediately exit the trade if you are on another correlated asset. Let me tell you why. So first of all, there was a buy side liquidity sweep and also SMT. So where would now price go? Sell side liquidity, right? But surprisingly did not happen. Why? Because price reached the sell side liquidity and swept the sell side liquidity on GPST. Suddenly the price reversed, guys, where this asset respected the bullish fair value gap, that is made a higher high here. I'm talking about this fair value gap here, bullish fair value gap. From this candle to this candle, we can see that price went all above that without sweeping the sell side liquidity, and price. So what happens if there is an SMT here? So we can see that here the same GBPST there is a bullish fair value gap. Just a second. So what happened was Euro made a higher high and GBP made a lower low here. Euro made a higher high and GBP made a lower low here. You can see that. So what's this tells? That is there is another bullish SMT where price respected this 4-hour fair value gap and it did not respect this and made a lower low. Let us sell side liquidity sweep. Now where will it go? If the price accepts sell side liquidity, it will definitely move above these highs, that is buy side liquidity, that is this high, and price exactly does that, makes a higher high than this candle, whereas this price respected this bullish fair value gap and did not make a higher high because there was another SMT here. We can see that. This might confuse you guys. Just a second. Here price made a higher high and price made a lower low, that price respected this 1 hour bearish fair value gap here. Now if price respected this bearish fair value gap and swept this sell side liquidity, where will it go? It will definitely move to this lows, that is this low. Again sell side liquidity sweep expecting, and price will definitely move, certainly move below these lows here, guys. That is this low. You may not understand the context, but I will teach you once again, guys. So first of all, daily time frame on Monday opening price, there was a IRL entry to this ERL here, guys. IRL entry. We can see that price entered this IRL here, this bearish fair value gap, and price was expected to move down below these lows, and price we can see that did not enter this fair value gap because there was an SMT here, and price swept out the sell side liquidity on GBP/USD. That's what happened on the daily. So my bias was bearish. So as we can see that there was a bearish fair value gap which GBP respected and made a sell side equity sweep by making a lower low than the swing lows here. And Euro, surprisingly, what it did is it made a buy side equity sweep here and expected to the sell side liquidity, but that did not happen. Why? Because there was a fair value gap here bullish. So again there was a bullish SMT here, and now price was expected to move above this high here, this swing high, because if price respects this fair value it will definitely move the swing highs. So again, once again we can see that here price made a lower low, it will definitely move over this size, and it made a sell side liquidity sweep first and then buy side liquidity. And then what happened here was there was a bearish fair value gap here, and there was a bearish fair value gap here where GBP/USD did not respect. The GBP/USD is the most volatile today than EURUSD. So price did not respect this fair value gap and made a buy side liquidity sweep here by making higher highs. Now where will price move to? Definitely move to the sell side liquidity, and Euro will move below these lows. That is this, from this IRL to this CRL, and after sweeping it will not move below these lows. It will move again once again to these highs here, guys, to this high here with keeping the lows intact. You can see that what I am going to tell you is that if one of the correlated assets reaches the drawn liquidity, whether it's stronger or weaker, I shown you both examples here, whether it's stronger or weaker. Whether it's stronger or weaker, what will happen is, just a second, you must exit the trade. That's what happened here. So there was a sell side liquidity sweep. I had shown you yesterday night price opened here and made a sell side liquidity sweep, but price did not sweep that on Euro. I mistakenly entered the trade. When one of the asset reaches the drawn liquidity, it's over, guys. You can exit the trade on another correlated asset. If you enter the trade on another correlated asset, that's what happening, guys. Now another SMT will happen, that is GBP will sweep these lows. Mark my words, guys. GBP will come below this low and Euro will only go below this, and as there is an already SMT present here on the 4-hour chart, price will now move to this high, that is this buy side liquidity here. That's what will happen. So my biggest mistake that day on gold was I entered the trade when XAUSD, that is silver, reached the draw liquidity already. That was my biggest mistake. When two assets make SM, when an asset makes SMT with another correlated asset, when one of it reaches the draw liquidity, you must exit as soon as possible, because there's a higher chance that price, when already met the drawn liquidity on one pair, it will not happen on another pair, because one of the objective is reached on one pair. That's what happened here, guys. So that was my mistake. Now my anticipation is price will, GBP tomorrow will sweep these lows, whereas Euro will only sweep this low, that is 1.2918, and then continue to this high here, that is 1.1380. You can mark my words, guys. Price will come 1.12918 and then sweep 1.3808 tomorrow, guys. that's what will happen. So thank you guys, this was my trade, and wish you the very best. So the biggest thing I journaled after repeated losses from these trades is that when one of the correlated assets, I repeat, when one of the correlated asset reaches the drawn equity, no matter the weaker asset or the stronger asset, exit the trade as soon as possible if you are on the opposite, if you are on the another correlated asset. So thank you guys, because there might be another SMT happening. You can see that here price did not enter this fair value gap and already swept this low. Price has already entered on this daily fair value gap and did not sweep this low. That happened due to SMT guys, that happened due to SMT guys. Price will tomorrow first sweep this previous day low, and then sweep this previous day high, and same will happen. Price will sweep this previous day low first, and then will sweep the previous day high guys. That's what will happen. Just a second, I'm checking. What's this? 1.1291. No, EURUSD will not sweep the previous day low, but it will definitely first move above this low. That is, what is this low? 1.1291. First 1.1291, and then it will move above this high, that is 1.3806. 1.13806 guys, mark my words, that's what will happen tomorrow. So let's see how the trade goes. So why did I say that if one of the asset reaches the drawn liquidity, immediately exit the trade, is because there might be another SMT happening. If here we can see that price first made a bullish SMT and then made a bearish SMT here, bearish SMT made, and then again tomorrow there will be this bullish SMT will be respected, and price will move only below this red candle slow, that is 1.1291, and then move all the way to this high, that is 1.13806. that's what will happen guys. So thank you, this was my expectation. When one of the asset reaches the drawn equity, immediately exit the trade, because there might be another SMT happening on the both correlated assets. So thank you guys.